Gang, this is Mike with my Real Estate Dojo, and just want to let you guys know that cold calling with a virtual assistant is a must if you're a business owner, if you're an entrepreneur. It's generating leads for less than a penny. Let me give you a quick example. If you were doing, let's say, bandit signs, an average bandit signs for me cost about $2. That include the coroplast, that included the H-wire, and if I just put two out, that was $4. That didn't include the labor, but just assume that we don't talk about the labor, but just the cost of the product. That's $2 each. So if I put two out, that's $4. I could get a virtual assistant to do cold calling for me for the whole day, 8 hours worth of work for only $4. So can you see how much value that is? Now let's go with Facebook. If you put $4 in Facebook boost, how much customers do you think you would get? Okay, you answer that to me. Or if you put $4 into Google AdWords, how much leads do you think you would make, guys? Okay, probably not much. Okay, now if you had somebody cold calling for you 8 hours a day, 5 days a week, month after month, do you think you would be making a lot more business? And you only paid that person $4 a day, which is like pennies an hour. Well, you're able to do that just like corporate America, just like Apple, just like IBM, just like all these guys that are outsourcing. Well, great thing is today's technology, you could outsource not only manufacturing, but you could outsource human services to take incoming calls, to generate leads for you, to do cold calling for you, to do customer reviews for you. And you could do all that for just a couple of pennies, guys, just a couple of pennies. And in my book, my VA Exponential, I talk about where to find these VAs, how to hire them, how to pay them, how much bonuses to give them, what software to use for free to monitor them. Okay, and I'm not talking about the average VA that you find on Elance or Freelancer, because their mindset has changed from the E quadrant to the S quadrant in the Rich Dad Poor Dad cash flow book. So you don't want that kind of people, okay? And I get into it all in my book, guys. So if you have virtual assistants, people in India, Pakistan that speak great English, that have college degrees, they're doing cold calling for you guys, okay? You're generating leads for you, and you compare it to with any other advertisement out there. And I've done it all, from Valpak, from radio ads, from the newspaper ads, from wrapping my car, from mail outs via filtering system, from Facebook ad, Google ads. Guys, I've been in business since 1999. I've been doing different kind of ventures, and I've done all kinds of flyers, door hangers. I've done it all. But there is no cheaper lead production than a virtual assistant for them to generate leads for you. If it's like posting on Craigslist, or if it's emailing people, or if it's cold calling, okay? There's no doubt. Now, some of you say, well, I have a software where I could broadcast out to hundreds of people. Trust me, I use the same software too, and in that software it costs me anywhere from like 3 cents to like 5, 6, 7 cents per head. Here, if you send that to 100, you can see that it's already past $4. Okay, if it's 5 cents and you send that to 100, you can see it's already paid $5. But if you send that to 1,000, it's going to be a lot of money. If you send that to 20,000, it's going to be a lot of money. But you can have a virtual assistant work for you all day long, text messaging or cold calling, and they'll hit those numbers for you a lot cheaper over the weeks. For example, I can have a virtual assistant text message, anywhere from 3,000 to 7,000 people a day. If I did that through one of these text messaging softwares that you just pay 5 cents per head, it would cost me, $400 or $500, where in that day I only paid them $4, guys. If you don't see the value of that, I mean, I don't know. For example, other things you could have them do is get on Craigslist, get on all these different places and reach out and touch people. Or you could have them do follow-up. Most of us, we know that the money is made in follow-up, or maybe we don't know, but we don't want to do it. And with virtual assistants, you could allow the virtual assistants to do the follow-up. What I say in real estate is cash is king, but follow-up is his queen, because a lot of the deals are done in follow-up, for me at least. But in any business that I've done, from my moving company to my real estate brokerage firm to my investing where I buy houses, Now in my dojo, I don't do follow up and I don't do sales because I don't want to pull the wool over you guys, or I don't want to manipulate you, or I don't want to do any of that stuff to influence you, because you're trying to be an entrepreneur, and if I have to push you out of the airplane, your odds of success are slim, dude. Okay, and that's why I don't do that. But if I was trying to buy a house, I would follow up to the people that tell me fuck myself, and I would follow up some more until I got the damn deal. And that's how I roll, because I know the importance of follow up. That person could be in a bad move, but that's a different chapter, guys. Coming back to the story, if you're not using virtual assistants in your business, then you are really missing out the boat. If you're paying for Starbucks, or if you're paying for cable, you could have an extra hand, an extra helper, an extra smart person that has multiple degrees, that speaks perfect English or great English. You can find anything. Believe it or not, a lot of countries are teaching their college graduates to speak English. And with technology the way it is, the internet is so cheap, computers are cheap, you can actually be like IBM, you can be actually like Apple, you can actually be like all these other guys and outsource, okay? And you don't have to pay for the infrastructure. You don't have to buy the computer. You don't have to buy the office desk. You don't have to buy the stapler. You don't have to buy faster internet. You don't have to buy the phone system. You allow these, you outsource it to the VA. So when I hire a VA in India, they got to have their own desk. They got to have their own internet. They got to have their own computer. So as you can see, I make a lot of money right off the bat because I delegate the infrastructure to someone else, guys, okay? So if you haven't, or if you don't believe in VAs, then you don't believe in VAs. But if you think that hiring somebody for $4 for them to work 8 hours a day for you, that can add a value to you, then you definitely need my book. And I only got one left at $325, but don't worry, once that sells out, it's gonna be at $1,500. It's definitely worth it. It's 7 hours of advanced training, okay? Not some fluff and bluff from the get-go. We get into it. I talk about all the stuff that I haven't even mentioned, because it's in the book, guys. But I've already given you guys a lot of tokens how you can use a virtual assistants. Now you can go to a fucking freelancer, Upwork, try to find people there. You're probably not going to get good people unless you're using my VA filtering system. What's probably going to happen, if you've already done that, you already know, you'll hire somebody, you spend time training them, you give them money out of your pocket, and in 1 month, 3 weeks, whatever, they quit, and you're back at ground zero. And then you've done that again, and you're back in ground zero, and then you pull out your hair and say, this shit doesn't work. No, you didn't have a filtering system. You didn't figure out how big companies have HR systems. And what I've done is, since I'm not a big company, is I've made an automatic HR system where I hire these people through an automatic funnel. And I give you that. You just copy and paste it, and you just do exactly what I've done for my moving company, where I had 22 to 30 VAs at any given time. They were doing my bookings, they were doing training, they were doing cold calling from a variety of different pools, which I don't want to get into it here because it's my business trade secrets. So virtual assistants are a big part of my business. I've been using them since 1999. I made my first software, first websites, which cost thousands of dollars. So they give you freedom, guys. So if you're not using your virtual assistants, if you have a roofing company, you own a credit card company, you own a ice cream shop, you own a pizza shop, you own a photography, you can use VAs for everything. Even in a pizza shop, guys, you can have VAs taking your incoming calls and taking your orders. Like, instead of paying somebody 10, 12 bucks to answer the fucking phone, you could just say, hey, welcome to X Pizza Place. How can I take your order? And you can set it up where they take the orders over the phone, and boom, they send it to the office. Or you can have your system software cloud-based where they can take the order. So there's a lot of ways to use a VA. Doesn't matter what business you're in. If you have an employee, you need a VA. Now, guys, let's talk about this. Once I sell out, I'm gonna be needing distributors, and I'm willing to give you guys $750 per sale. So if you know a business owner, or if you're good in sales, or you have a family or cousins or anything like that, they have businesses or they have employees, and if they see that there's a benefit of hiring somebody for $4 for them to work 8 hours, and if they buy the book at $1,500, I'll cut it right in the middle, and I'll give you a check, or actually a PayPal, for $750, dude. Okay, so it's very simple. If you want to be a distributor of mine and you want to sell some of my products, I'm willing to give you $750 for every one that you sell. There's no sign up, there's no credit card fees, there's no gimmicks, this is not an MLM. I just want to help you guys get money, dude. That's it. I know that if you made money, you get a positive feedback, and it's going to contribute into more success for you guys. So I'm willing to split my profits with you. I could take some of this money and pay in Google ads or Yahoo ads or Facebook ads, which I'm a master of and I've done it for all, but why not just give it back to you guys, dude? So if you know some person that wants or understands the power of virtual assistants or power of outsourcing like big corporations do in today, using your fucking laptop and your computer and internet only, then let them know about the book. They buy it, I'll give you $750, dude. We split it right in the middle, guys. All right, just message me on Facebook if you're interested. If you own like a brokerage firm and you buy this stuff from multiple agents, then you make multiple money. Or if you're good at SEO, or if you're good at you have a mailing list, or you have a good ranking website, or you have your own YouTube channel, or you have your own REI club, or I don't care, man. If you want to just knock on doors, or if you just want to tell your friends and family, I don't care. If you just sell 10, you make 7,500. I don't care how many you sell, guys. I'll give you the money as soon as the money clears, guys. So PM me on Facebook and we'll talk about it. If you want this product at $325, there's only one more left, guys. We sold 50 in 9 days at 97 bucks. That's because the book wasn't finished yet. Then we sold another 25. There's only one left at 325. Once this one sells, then we're gonna go at 1,500 bucks retail. It's definitely worth it. It's 7 hours of advanced revolutionary shit that no one else talks about, does as a small business owner, and I'm doing it, and I show you how to do it for free if you're willing to hustle, guys. There's a lot of the systems that are gonna cost you nothing that I talk about in my book that you could use right now to not only find people, but monitor them, the softwares you can use, etc., guys. So if you have any questions about virtual assistants, please leave a comment and I'll get back with you. If you want the book, I only got one left. Go onto my website, myrealestatedojo.com, and click on the shopping cart and you'll see it. And if you want to be a distributor, then Facebook message me, guys. See you later, guys.